what would you say are some trends are you seeing in the marketplace right now with cyber liability insurance?
Yeah, ransomware is always going to be up there. Social engineering, and I think that's been aided by your favorite thing, Deb, artificial intelligence.
Yes, my favorite thing is AI.
I think between the social engineering, AI, and ransomware, those are definitely, I think from a loss perspective and the things that are really impacting this industry, those are the two things that I would probably say we can talk on for a little while.
So what do you think our agents have to be aware of? Like, what do you think they should be aware of different changes and pricing and conditions within the marketplace as well?
Losses are always going to be one of the biggest things that's going to kind of drive a market from hard to soft, soft to hard. We've continued to see an increase in ransomware. For those who have been doing cyber going back the last couple of years, we all know kind of the relative headache we all suffered and went through during the 2020 to 21 ransomware epidemic. And while we've done a lot as a society, as an economy to defend ourselves better, ransomware has started to increase in prevalence. There's a lot of other factors, overseas conflicts that potentially some of the gangs and ransomware attacks that were being perpetrated are now kind of coming back, and they're now looking for basically, money again. So that's always going to be up there. And then, I think more concerning to me right now is the increase in a lot of social engineering attacks. That's always been something that's been we needed to be concerned with. It's one of the reasons why cybercrime is critically important on any cyber policy. But I believe that with the kind of explosion in generative AI that is able to increasingly sound like a person, look like a person, we've seen demonstrations of video of purely AI built individuals. That is something that I think brokers really do need to be aware of, because it's a conversation that we have to be having with our clients.
Absolutely. I think right now, cybercrime and getting as much as you can within the insurance policy as high limits, excess limits is something that's very important, especially, like you said, everything that's happening with AI and impersonations and so on. And I definitely have seen a rise in claims with the social engineering. I think it's something that brokers don't really quite understand it, and they see small sublimits, not a lot of coverage for it, but they don't know if they come to an expert like us, we can get them excess policies.
Other than the small sublimits, a lot of people believe that, like, I've got a crime policy and it has computer fraud on it. Really being able to identify the differences there between what those two exposures mean, because it can be very confusing. But in an environment where we have more attacks coming from the outside than you have from the inside, having individuals be able to identify the difference between computer fraud that emanates from within an organization, which is really what a crime policy is designed to provide the coverage for, to what we're talking about here, which is a robust cybercrime coverage on a cyber policy, which is intending to protect you from the attacks that come from outside of your organization, which is definitely the thing that should keep all of us who work in this industry up a little bit more at night than the potential for the inside.